Hi, my name is Joseph. Just wanted to share my testimony. This is my life 180. I grew up in Los Angeles, California. At a young age, I can remember just growing up in poverty. Drugs were always left around, alcohol bottles, you name it. We grew up on food stamps and Social Security. I remember my mom, she used to actually go to the grocery stores and she would actually steal food to get us through the next month. And so growing up, personally, I was like, I just wanted a better life. I wanted to not struggle no more. My teenage years, just really wanting to make money because I figured making money would solve a lot of my problems. I remember even at like 15 and a half, getting my first job at Taco Bell, and you know, that was honestly my life for a while, is just working. Fast forward a little more, I actually was working at a grocery store, and I remember a guy there basically asking if I wanted to take a job. And I was like, huh, what kind of job, you know? And he said, well, basically entailed of going to Tijuana and pretty much smuggling drugs over the border. I was like, whoa. And at this time, I was pretty much living on my own. I have no direction, no one to really turn to kind of ask if I should do it or not. I just took the job. I actually got away with it. So fast forward, a little time went by, ran into the guy again. I did the job again. But this time I got caught basically. Thankfully, I didn't do a lot of jail time, but I did enough, and it was my first offense for anything, and I was 18 years old. I remember from that time on, I found out that it really screwed up my record, put a felony on my record. I couldn't just go find a regular job anymore. And I can say at that point, I kind of gave up a little bit. I kind of just said the heck with it, you know? And so I did start getting into partying at that time. You know, we grew up in the heart of Los Angeles where, you know, just partying was a big thing, hanging out with your little crew, and that was just a big thing out there. And actually winded up meeting a girl, and she was actually from New Mexico, Farmington. Winded up coming out here with her, and I really liked it actually. I felt like it was just a new start. I was out here for about a year at the time, went back to California, and I just felt like I felt like I had a better opportunity out here. I came back to New Mexico on my own. I was a big pothead, so it was easy to find other potheads. Kind of still living that struggle life, not getting anywhere, going in circles. Basically just started living in this van for a while. I worked for, it was a maintenance company, and so I came across a guy by the name of Frank Talley. He had encouraged me about coming to church. He said, hey, you should come to church, come to the Potter's house. And I was like, didn't even know where the place was. So I remember talking to that old property management company about my situation because we used to do a lot of work for them. And so he had told me about a potential place that might open up, that he might be able to help me get the place. But the crazy thing was, is as I moved into this place, the place was literally, and I mean literally, across the street from our old building on Monterey and Gladden. And so I'm like, wow, there's that church that guy was, you know, Frank Talley was telling me about. And I'm like, wow. So I remember it was gonna be my 25th birthday, and I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go to Durango. I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna go out. You know, at the time, marijuana was illegal here in Farmington, New Mexico, and so I went up to Durango. I was like, I'm gonna get all faded. I'm gonna get high. I'm gonna whatever. And then the next day, that's it. I'm done. You know. And this was like on a Monday night. So Monday night comes. I go out there. It wasn't even as fun as I thought it was gonna be. It was like whatever. So Tuesday comes, and you know, as a stoner, it's like, it's hard to give up. It really is. Especially for me, I was a daily smoker. You know, you smoke in the morning, you wake and bake, you smoke in the afternoon, you smoke in the evening to help you eat and help you go to bed, whatever. And that was it. Tuesday came and I was supposed to give it. Sure enough, of course, I smoked again. I'm like, ugh. So Wednesday came and I said, okay, that's it. Wednesday evening service. I just went to the service. I walked across the street from my apartment, and I just went there, and I can remember hearing basically everything that I wanted to hear. And sure enough, he pulled an altar call, and I raised my hand and I hit that altar. And you know, from that day forward, honestly, I could say my life just completely turned around. From that moment forward, I literally never touched weed again, and I never drank again. Fast forward a year, I met my wife at church, got married. God began to move. He actually opened up doors to run a business. I can honestly say my life turned around because of getting saved. Felt like, who am I? You know, I'm just this ghetto kid from Los Angeles. You know, I had a history of criminal history. I didn't do the greatest in school. You know, the truth is I didn't have a lot going for myself, if I'm just completely honest. But in the kingdom of God, things don't make sense. But He can take somebody and He can transform your life. That's what He did for me. He transformed my life, literally. I want to encourage you that if that's you and you come from a history of, whether it's poverty even, whether it's generational curses on your life of just, you know, hey, my parents did this, and my mom and dad were alcoholics or drug addicts or whatever it is, He can break that off your life. That's what He did for me. My kids have never seen me smoke. They've never heard me cuss. And it's amazing. And He can do the same for you. And He will turn your life into something you can't even imagine.